Hi, agus fáilte roimh go dtí Steve Maloney's dream. Bring load Maloney. Is mis Mark agus tá mé mar stúrthóir alína bhreanar. Tá breanar ina chólacht a dhéanann strámaíocht go fáistí ó ís náid go dtí hartar dóigh. We are very passionate about making work for you guys, children, because we feel that you're very important and you deserve to have the best possible work of art and artists, musicians, performers, jugglers, you name it. If it's there, it should be the best. An seo in San Steve shop, be deise go féchan der an obair éagsúla hinsteach instant drama, anas gomach siad cuma agus is féidir huite. Maloney's dream starts like most things in my head up here, and when I think that it's going to be something that would possibly make a nice show, an interesting piece of theatre, I'll start to talk to the other people who work with me in Branner. The first person who I talk to is the producer, and the producer's job is to find money. Then I start to talk to the creative team and start to think about who I'd like to perform in the show. When I have those people brought together, we all come together into a room and I share the ideas that I have. And the ideas that I have are generally like when you plant a seed. And if the seed is going to be strong and it's going to grow, then the show will come from that. This area of the website is called the staff quarters. Stigan Shaw, in San California, Baitas an access to all, go to Gnehe Eigsula Avins Mar Chuid Drama. What we wanted to do with the staff quarters was to give you a behind the scenes look at how we make a show and all of the work and all of the people that are involved in making that show. Tív Loman Shaw, Tá Tashkadon Egg na Dini Eigsula, na Ranoga Eigsula Avins Partach in Tus Drama. So, by na Jara Hori, idir Sailcha, Seta, Cultcha, Popedi. It's like getting to see behind the scenes of how to make cartoons or how to make a film. So we're going to do the same thing for you. Every month you're going to be able to open a new locker. What does a designer do? And we'll be able to show you sketchbooks, be able to see them designing, see what the model of the set looks like, and then you'll be able to see the set. Agus an sin nor hains mit ní scíre go mí aibron, tan tashkadan an awanan slash na characteri, mar bei tusan an atna chura na characteri sar dagan tu chun drama ekon. So before you come and see the show, you'll meet the characters. Agus an sin, an tashkadan dernach, agus ta aibron ag bon, an sin ditche, especially for you. Nor a ves an show feki agad, bei tusan an, do chud smuinte a choristeach, do chud pictory, and send us anything that you want, and we'll put them into that locker for you. So it's a complete all access to behind the scenes at Branner and how we make a show, because maybe someday you'll want to make a show, or maybe someday you'll want to be a designer, and even if you don't, it's good to know how things are made. So the idea is that we wanted to see what was life like for people in Dublin while the 1916 Rising was happening. And Seal Maravisha in Nidig Shidig. Imagine in your town if all of a sudden there's a rising, a revolution, and you didn't know about it and it was a surprise. And then you just have to deal with it. For a whole week you can't get bread, you can't get milk, you can't go to school, you're probably delighted with that. You can't go about your normal day. If you step out in the street, you could get shot. Now, unfortunately, in the world today, there are places where children have those problems. But in Ireland, those problems were happening 100 years ago. The thing is, 100 years ago, people didn't have TVs. We didn't have the internet. You couldn't look at your phone to see what was going on in the world. You couldn't check your phone to see what the weather was going to be like. The best way to find out what was going on was to go out and see. So, the people of Dublin went out, and as if they were watching a football match or a tennis match or a hurling, they stood on the sides of the street and watched the battles happen. And lots of them got killed. Lots of them were hit with stray bullets. And a lot of it was accidental, and sometimes they just got in the way. But imagine that. Imagine standing outside your front door and watching a battle happen. So we invented a world. We invented Maloney's Hotel. We invented the characters. And we used actual information, a lot of which you'll be able to find in this website. Actual information written down by people who were there. And we used them to develop our characters and build our story around it. And if you come to see us in April, you'll be able to see how we make that story come to life. But while you're waiting, every month in this site, we're going to add more information. You'll be able to find out more about 1916. You'll be able to find out more about September 1915, October 1915, and what's happening in the build-up to the revolution of 1916. You'll also be able to see videos of us preparing and in rehearsals. And when you're going through the site, click on things, because there's surprises all around. Beid go dála rodagan, beid go nuslo se sus roint ólas cuid, agus gach mi beimid ag ahrú é sin. Onas go méid tusa in an méid is mó ólas all bhealach atá spríúil faoi ní ag sédig agus an I'm sure díreach riv an Irémach. And in Maloney's dream, there's going to be surprises all around. So tá fáilte roimh, and I hope to see you every month. And then, when we do the show in April and you come and see it with your school or with your family, please let us know, give us a review, draw a picture, do something to let us know whether you liked it or not. Because it's for you.